So this is the portfolio we'll be working on. Just a simple portfolio. Just a simple portfolio. We'll be using a template to work on it. We just modify the template to achieve this. We shouldn't be spending much time on it. We shouldn't be spending much time on it. So I will go ahead to start working on it. Okay, this is my Pantheon. We're working on this. We'll start with the header to this hero section, then to this section, then to this. Then pretty much of what we're doing will just be on a copy and paste basis, then modifying some things. Actually, we don't have much to do since we are just working with a template. We don't really have much things to do since we are just working with a template, and we'll just be implementing many things we have talked about before. So let me go into Pantheon, so I'll go into my Pantheon and I'll be working with this. This is where this site is this. So I'll be using this one to show us how we got this. So I'll open the site and go into the dashboard. Okay, this is the dashboard, and this is what we have presently on this website. The previous project we work on, just this is what we have presently here. So we'll be overriding all this with our new portfolio website. Okay, so since we'll be working with the template, although you can pretty edit everything here to look like this, but we'll be working with the templates to save our time and just to help us achieve our aim as quickly as possible. So I'll go back to the dashboard, then I want to go into the plugins, although you can also go into the starter template here, but I'll navigate to it through the plugin, through this starter template. If you worked on the previous project, you should still have it installed in your plugin. So I'll go into C library, this C library here, but I think you should also be able to navigate into it from this starter template here. So yeah, so if you click on the C library on the plugin, you still come here, the same thing. So we are working on a portfolio, so I will go into personal sites, then this portfolio and CV. This portfolio and CV. Actually, with the power of Elementor, you can pretty pick on any template, or even build. I can build this. These are built here. I can build it from a plain WordPress theme, from a plain default WordPress theme, with the power of Elementor. But the template and all, why we need to install the template and all, is for us to have everything we need, to have a bootstrap of everything we need to build that website in no time, just to hasten our process of building the website. So we'll go with this portfolio and see. We are trying to build a portfolio, so let's wait for it to load. Okay, so this is the particular this thing I used. This particular template was the one I used to create this. So we have our template here. So go ahead and you can skip the logo. We can do that later. Then the color. So this was the color theme, the global color theme I used. So I'll still go with this. So everything will change into my color sets. Then I'll click on continue. Then it just brings us notice that it will we need to update some plugin, but actually the template comes with every plugin that we need for that website, the theme and all, and every other thing, the widget and every other thing we need for that website will be installed for us. So that's it. So this will do the following: it will delete the previous imported site, that is the site we use in building that blog. It will delete it and install this on our website. Then this we import different customizer settings that is peculiar to the template that we are installing, and it will import widgets and import content, the content that the theme and the plugins that we need for that. So we'll build our website. We have gone through all this process before, so it's not something new to us again. So our template has been installed for us in no time. It just took only 37 seconds. So I'll view my website here. So this is what we have. Here. So we'll be editing this to look like this. Actually, we don't really have much to do. Okay, so this is what we'll be editing. So the first thing I want to do is to bring in my logo, then work on my menu. Actually, here I don't have any menu at the top, only this button and the logo here. So we'll edit that. So the first place I want to go is in my customizer. WordPress customizer. So I'll click on customize here. So let's wait for it to finish loading. Okay, so I will want to change my logo first. So I'm coming here to change the image, and because this logo we already imported for the previous site I worked on, so it's here already. So I'll just go ahead and pick it. If not, if your own is not already there, you just go here and upload your logo here. So I'll go ahead. Okay, let me just go with this and choose that image. Let's still wait for it, but I don't know why it's taking much time. So okay, our logo has been changed. So this menu, for this one we don't have any menu here, so I'll go ahead and and remove the menu. I can remove it from this place, so I'll just click on this cancel icon and remove element from the foot. So I remove it. So we just have this and this, and this header is a transparent header. Is a transparent header. So if I go here and okay, we are working on this. Is a kind of header, the type of header called the transparent header, in that it doesn't have a background. It goes is being overlaid on this hero section here. That's how it is. It's a transparent header with no background, and the transparent header is enabled both on the desktop and the mobile, although you can enable it only for the desktop or for the mobile. And you can also enable the transparent header on the complete website, which means enabled on all pages of your website. But I think for this template, this transparent header is only enabled for the home page, but you can actually go ahead and enable it for your whole website. So if I still click on this, I'm still coming back. Sorry. Okay, this logo is actually for an header, that is not transparent, that is like other pages where you are not using transparent header. This is the logo that will appear. So I'll still go ahead and change it to this, then take the full width, then crop. Okay, still the same thing. Still the same thing for a non-transparent header. So that's that about the header. Okay, we are still coming back to the footer. So let's publish and go to Elementor. Okay, I'll close. And I'll go ahead and edit with Elementor. Another place you can navigate into this edit with Elementor is when you go to your pages in your dashboard. Go into your pages, then for each page that you can edit with Elementor, you see the edit with Elementor option there, and you just click on it. Okay, so we are here in Elementor. We are not seeing the header because we can't edit the header here. You can only do that in the customizer. For this template, you can only do that in the customizer. The same thing for the footer. You cannot edit the footer like the other parts of the website. So the first thing we want to do here is to, okay, let me go ahead and change. Since we are working with a black background with an image, there's an image there, so I'll work on the background first. So I'll go into the section, the whole section here. So under style, where we can edit the background and every other styles, I will choose an image for that. So I think it was this, let me see, okay, this image here. So I'll insert that image. Okay, this, then I also want to overlay, have a background overlay. So I'm going with a color, so I'm picking those color as an overlay. So I will increase it a little bit. So the next thing I want to do here is we are still coming to the text. Next thing I want to do here is to also import this image here, here. So you can use I'll close this tab. You can use any image here as long as it is having, and you can also have your image there. Actually, we are trying it out. You can have your image here and just put it in a boundary like this. It can be a square boundary or a circular boundary like this. So I will go ahead and change this image here. I will upload. Then I think here's my picture. Yeah, this is the image here. So I'll select it and insert. So I'll go ahead and insert. So we want to also give so if I try to hide this now, you see it's not actually very far. It's very close to our header. So we want to give this section a little padding. So I'll bring in the panel again, then go into that section and go into advanced. Okay, the padding there is 80, so I want to increase it to something around 180 or so. Okay, let me put it at 200. Okay, something around 200 for the padding top, the top padding, and also the bottom padding too. I think yeah, the bottom, there's a padding on the bottom too. So I'll also give it a bottom padding of the same value, 200. Okay, so we have something like this. So we have something like this. So I'll bring back the panel. Okay, so let me first set to the icon. We have an icon here which I would love to move to this area here. So what I will do is I will copy it from this place, then go here and paste. So we have it here. So that means I'll delete this. Okay, let me make this text white first so that we can see what we are working on. Okay, so and the icons here, let me edit them. Okay, actually from here too you can also add the link to your icon, but I'll just leave them blank for now. So to the styling of the icon, I'll go into icon. This is for the list, as in the space between each of these icons. I can reduce it or decrease the spacing between each individual icon. But let me change the colors of the icon. This is the over color and this is the normal color. I'll make the normal color white, pure white. Then the over, I'll still leave it at this somewhat yellow color. So, and I will also adjust it. Here it is to this side here. I will adjust it a little bit like this. Okay, then I will also, so that we can have more space for the title and all. Sorry. Let me still reduce this a little bit. Okay, and I also adjust the size of this image. The size of this image, I gave it a custom value of 3000 by 3000. So I will also give it here 3000 by 3000 and apply. Okay, so that's that. So okay, let me go into the title here. So I think we have, okay, I'm at David, a web designer and developer. So I'll come here and edit this. Let me check that again. A web designer. So I'll click on this to go into the styling. So I'll adjust the size. Adjust the size to something around this. Okay. Let me also adjust the alignment of this column here, this icon column here, and change the vertical alignment to top. Okay, it's already at top. Okay, are there any padding? No padding. Let me see how this is. Make the padding and the margin 0. Then go into this column and also check. Okay. Let me reduce this a little bit. Check it. The image is not actually filling the whole column here. Come. Let me make it full. This one should be bigger. Okay, I think you can leave it this way. Then the color, I want to adjust the color to, sorry, the text color to this. Then this text here too, so white. Yeah, something around this. Then the button, I'll change the background color, switch the over and the normal color. So I will come here. For the background, I'll go with this. Then for the over, I'll go with this. Okay, so I try to check it. I think we are pretty fine with this. Pretty fine with this. Okay. So let's go into the next. So here we have this meet me title here, then this, then this. So this came with the template. We won't be changing it. So just edit the title, then the description. That's what we're doing here. So let me change the background first for this. I'll work on the background first, then go into style and change the color to this. Okay, so definitely I will also need to adjust the text color so that they can appear on the background. So the first thing, I will remove this colon here, because here we only have two column here, so I'll remove this middle column so that we can only have two column. So I'll remove this text here too. Right click and delete. So here we have meet me, so I will change this to meet me, then increase the size, increase the text size. Okay, I think this is enough. Then the color, so our theme color, I'll reduce it a little bit. Okay, something around there, then I think we don't have this here anymore. So I remove it. So then the text here, I'll change to white. So I remove this here too. The button too, I'll switch the normal color and the over. I'll go into style, then the text. Okay, let me check this. Okay, it's still white, the same thing. Okay, the background color, I'll do this, then go into over, then change to this, sorry, to this. Okay, then let me add this motion effect. This motion of, as I'm scrolling, moves to the left or right. So I'll go here, select this, the heading section, then go into advanced, into motion effects, then click on activate scrolling effect, then horizontal scroll. I think we can leave it to the left. Yes, to the left. So as I scroll down, it moves to the left, and as I scroll up, it moves to the right. So that's that's that about. I think this one has, this meets me has a little mouse effect too. So we may not add it for this, but let me just show us how to add that too. And also add a mouse effect. Actually, you can add any of it, but just a little effect is ideal for your website, except you have some special things you want to achieve with the effect, or it will help you bring out your design demo, something like that. So I will, just to show us how to add the mouse effect, we have the mouse track and the 3D tilt. So I can add the mouse track. So this is in the opposite direction, that is, anywhere my mouse goes, the text goes in the opposite direction, and I can add it to be in the same direction. So that's the mouse effect. And you can also add a 3D tilt, that is something like this. So you can add that, but this is an heading, you may not actually need much effect on that. So that's, I was just showing us how to add that mouse effect there. So well, we'll leave the scrolling effect. We'll leave the scrolling effect. So that's it. But let me update my changes first before we go into the next section. So for this section we have services, then this. So I think this came with the template, but we'll just be making some adjustment to the icons. Yeah, okay, this, just making some adjustment to the icons in the background and the heading here. So the same thing we did for this. So I can just go ahead and copy this heading here, then paste it here. So I'll paste it here and delete this, and I'll also delete this tagline too. So I'll change this to services. Okay, I'll change the background to the same color, this here. So but I think, let me change the scrolling direction of this to right. Sorry, advanced, the motion effect, horizontal scrolling, I'll change it to the direction to right. So these and these are going in different directions, something like that. So the icons for this, I will just go ahead and bring in a new icon element. So I'll search icon and bring in this. Okay. So let me check if there's any padding. I think there's a margin here, margin at the top here. So I'll still add this to this. I'll add a margin of 30 to the top, and I'll make this one 0, 0, 0. How did you move to this? Okay, let me just Ctrl Z. I don't know why it moves to that place, but it should be here. Sorry. So let me make everything at the top margin 30. Okay, then I'll delete this. So yeah, I used something like a desktop here. So I'll click here, go into the style. So Then I'll go into the icon library. I think I've shown us this icon library before when I was trying to do a general overview of Elementor. So I'll just search, let me search desktop also. Okay, use it here. Then I will insert it. So yeah, I'll just copy and paste. Let me check. Okay, this is white, yellow and white. Okay, so let me change the color. I'm going to style and change the color to black. So I'll just copy these and paste and delete this. I'll paste here and delete this. So here I think I added something like a cat here. So I'll go into the icon library, then search cats, something like that. Look at this and insert. And this also, I think I added something like a code. So I'll go into the icon library and search for code. Then insert. So okay, I think the middle column is yellow, not white. I think here is yellow. Then the background, I will change the background color to this. So we have that there. So I think we are done with this section too. So let's continue. So I will remove this section is not here, so I'll remove it. It's not part of our website, so I'll remove it. We don't need it, so I'll just remove it here. So then the next thing is to work on this experience section. This experience section here. So I'll still go ahead and copy this, then paste it in. Okay, then I will delete this and here write experience. So I think let me also adjust the direction. So I'll make this left now. Scrolling effect, I'll make it left. So let me also adjust the background. With this black. And I'll remove this text here. Sorry. I'll delete it here. Okay. I think that this section doesn't have much changes. Everything here are still the same thing, but actually you can also edit all these aspects and add anything you want to add. You can edit this, change the job title and all, change the year. You can change the year, you can change this, and this is a progress bar. What I added here is a progress bar. You can also add a progress bar by yourself. Yeah, this. So I can add another one just to show us. So it's still the same. This is the progress bar. If you need it to have a title, or you can just remove the title. Then the percentage, adjust the percentage to whatever number you want. So you can also adjust the color too. You can adjust the color. Success is this green, warning will be I think around yellow also. Yeah, something like this. Then danger will be red, something around red. So depending on what info will be blue. You can also adjust the color. Then the inner text too. You can adjust the inner text. Then you can also style it. You can adjust the background color of the whole progress bar. But let's return it to default. Let's remove the color and make it transparent also. Or let me just return the color to the default color. Then you can also adjust the height and also adjust the border radius too. The border radius, that is the radius here. Then the inner text too, you can adjust the color, the typography, and the shadow. You can also adjust the title, but there is no title there. So this place, that's the styling here. This is the styling here. So that's that about the progress bar element. So I'll remove this and still go with the one we have here that came with the template here. So you can adjust it and also add more column. I can still add a new column here just to make it 3D like this other one here. And I can just still copy this and paste it here. Then I'll delete this, something like this. So you can still have it. So let me make this what other field can I add? Let me just put photographer or something. So just to show us that you can pretty much edit this, and you can also adjust the width depending on how you want it. So I'll make everything equal. You can adjust the column width here, or you can just come here, click on the column here, and also adjust the width here. Also adjust the width here. The width is usually in percentage. So I'll just go back to the default to dividing it into 3 equal parts. So this is just showing us that you can edit this to your taste. So I think we are done with this experience part. Portfolio too, we don't have much to do there. Just the title, that's all, and the background, that's all. Then all this too. This is just the reason why I didn't adjust this, because it's still image carousel. The image carousel we talked about, I think we've talked about it, so there is nothing to actually go over again. Just the basic image carousel. The person just added the image gallery, picked some images and added them. So just the image carousel we've talked about before. So here I'll copy this title here, this heading here, I'll copy, then I'll paste it. Then I will delete this and change the text to portfolio. Then I'll remove this, I'll delete this too. So then the next thing I want to do is the background. The background is dark, it's black. So I'll go ahead and change the background to this. So just note that I'm using the same regular background for everything. Although you can change your background for any section. For any section, that depending on how you please. Then next thing we are doing here is let me check. Okay, sorry, I didn't edit this. This should be review. This is supposed to be review, but I'll just go ahead and paste the title again. It's copied already. I'll just paste it again. then delete this. This should be reviews or something. Yeah, so I'll delete this. So but the background is yellow, somewhat yellow, so I will change it. Still my theme color, still part of my theme color to this. So this, then that means I will have to change this text color here to black, something around this. Then this divider too. I think we've also covered divider before, so I just change the color to black, yeah, something like this. So nothing much to do. Yes, these are just columns so that you can adjust, and you can adjust by yourself. So you can also change the background if you wish. I'll go back to, so just to show us that we can edit any aspect you want. This is just your image, just basic image, and it was given a thumbnail size. So that's that about the image. So I can change the image to whichever one I like. Then I think okay. I think with that we are done with all these parts. Yes, I think so. I think we are done. Okay, let me just update my changes. And always take note that your columns are not skewed. It's something you cannot copy this entire section and still have another set of columns beneath. Something like this, I can just copy this. If you see that, making this 4 now will make the column thinner. Let me try to duplicate something like this. So it's very tiny. So I will delete this, and just what I will do is, to have more column, I'll just copy this entire section and just paste. I'll paste it beneath it like this. So I will just continue my skill set here. That's if you have a skill set more than 3, or things that you do that are more than 3. Then your experience is here, where you have worked before, something like that. So you can add it if you are still a freelance. Just indicate that. Let's say I want to indicate that I'm a freelancer. I can still copy this text here. And just paste. And bring it up here and just indicate that freelance, something like that. You can even change the text background. So I can adjust the background thickness. So I can. So I think it's having a margin. Yeah, it's having a margin to the left. So I'll remove it and give it 0. Then the text, I can make the text just to show you different styling that you can add to it. Let me just make it white. Then I will give it a padding of something like this. So you can also include the company name, or include that you are a freelancer. Or let's say you are working with, you've worked with Facebook before, something like that. So it's just to show you different styling that you can add So I'm showing all this not to do as an entirely the same thing, so that you can also know how you can customize your own and all that. You get it? So the next thing I want to do is the footer. I think, was there anything in the footer? No, nothing much. Okay, just this image here. It's just bringing this image here, that's all. I think there's a footer at the there's a widget at the footer that had an image widget, so I just added this image there. But let me just do it so that you can get it. But here it's just the logo. It's the logo. The logo was used as the image here, so I will change it. Although you can still add your own logo to here, something like that. So let me update the changes and leave Elementor. So I will exit Elementor. So I'll go into appearance, then go into my customizer. Okay, so I'm going to the footer here, so I'll click on that icon there. So this is the widget. You know, when I was talking about widgets, so I said you can add widgets to your footer too. So this is a widget in the footer area, but the widget is only having your image, you know. But there I also said you can also edit your widget even in your customizer. But you know, in that recording we only customize our widget entirely in the widget area. But here you can also edit your widget. So this interface is looking like the interface we also had in the widget area. So this is just an image widget that was added to the footer. So that's all. So you can also add your own widgets here. But these widgets are only widgets that are defined in the widget area. You know, we saw where you can have widget for your sidebar, for your header, and for your footer. So any widget we created, we added in that footer. Yeah, I think I can still go back. I can still go there. Yeah. Okay, let me just use this to show us. Sorry, let me just this under here, this widget here. So this widget area here, let me just close this area. So this footer, this widget here, this the footer widget 1, the footer widget 2, and we can also have widgets for our header. But for this template, there is no widget for the header, but we can also add a widget for the header depending on how we want it to look. So this is the widget. This is the dashboard for this website. So that's why we are seeing that widget here. So it is the widget I add here that will be seen in the customizer here as it was widget 3 and 4, something like that. So it is those widgets I added that will be seen. That will be seen here. That will be seen here. So that's that. So but this the image, the widget with the image is the widget 1 here. So if I click it and click on this, so I can replace the image. So I'll go ahead and replace the image to this. So I will add to widgets. So that's there. So I can also, I'll publish it. So you can also, this is also a widget here. This one here with the email here is also a widget. It's just a simple text that was added to the widget. So I can also use it text widget. So I can also edit this to my custom email. So you can edit this to your email. So I think that's all. Then the copyright, just change defaultly to take the site title, but actually you can also change the text. You can change the text here to whatever you want. So whatever you want. To whatever you want, and you can publish. And you can publish. So I think that's pretty all. So we can check our site here. I think that's pretty all we need to work on. We need to work on. So I think we'll be stopping here.